Well, Tony was all ready to leave and starts it up in the morning and the bus won't build air. So we had to look in it and see what was going on. The purge valve was just loaded with desiccant droppings. It was stuck open. We couldn't build air pressure. We just replaced the filters, so this must be from the old one.
Mitchell that I got.
So here's the new air dryer. He's got all the fittings and everything on it, ready to go.
I'll put some baby powder on my hands.
It's got the new air dryer on. We're gonna fire it up and see if we're building air. You don't have an air gauge back here, do you?
I don't think so.
No,
I haven't found it. If I do,
you don't. Yeah, it was at 0 this morning, right?
right.
Yeah, go ahead and give it some throttle.
It's 5 minutes 30.
Is it above 30 yet?
33.
All right, so they're getting ready to tow. They're getting ready to tow this truck for the first time. They have everything hooked up here. Tyler helped him install a air brake system that uses the air pressure from the bus to apply brakes to the truck. And he's got a brand new tow bar on there. You installed all that nice and secure on the front, on the bumper. And then can I open the door and show this thing? So this mounts under the seat there and the air pressure goes to it, and then it pushes the brake pedal when he stops. And then this truck has to be in a transfer case in neutral.
Transmission in park.
Transmission in park. And to get the transfer case in neutral, you have to put the parking brake on, step on the brake pedal.
Put the truck in neutral, turn the truck on while you're holding the brake pedal, and then hold the transfer case over past 4 low to the position that's neutral, but it's not neutral because it's spring loaded.
For 10 seconds.
Or more. And then it will engage neutral.
And it tells you that it does that on the dash or
there's a
something?
light for it. There's
Okay.
not a lock position.
It's in the manual. Well, who reads the manual?
Yeah. We'll see how this goes. You also wired in a battery disconnect here. So there's just a little button that you push and a solenoid and you disconnect the battery. It's required on this vehicle. All the sensors and stuff would go crazy if you towed this down the road with the battery on. Special thanks to Hyong for sponsoring our channel. Now that I have a granddaughter, I'd like to have the energy levels in the future to be able to keep up with her. So I'm going to have Hyong check my testosterone levels to see if I'm one of the millions of Americans that suffer from low T. As we get older, our testosterone levels start to drop. Some of the things that we associate with just regular old age, like fatigue and lack of focus and things like that, might actually just be a low testosterone level. We can work with Hyong to have those levels checked. And if there is an issue, they can help us work with a physician to prescribe the right mix of medications to get us back to our old self. Did you know that testosterone levels have been falling substantially over the generations? Our father's generation had testosterone levels 25% higher than ours today. The thing is, it's not our fault. There are many things like environmental changes that are affecting our generation. Today in the US, over 30 million men suffer from low testosterone that affects their daily lives. The good news is Hyong Health is here to help. There are a lot of misconceptions about testosterone, which is so much more than just a sex hormone. Increasing your testosterone levels can give you more energy, help you build muscle mass, give you more focus, and overall better mood. Hyong Health helps men get tested from the comfort of your own home. The whole process is really easy. All you have to do is take your sample, mail it in. Once results are ready, a real doctor will video chat with you and go over your results. I am not a real doctor. Sometimes I play with my wife, but that does not count. Hone Health, they are real physicians that are there to help you. Order Hone's easy-to-use at-home assessment today and learn more about your testosterone levels. For a limited time, viewers can get an at-home assessment and a doctor's consultation, all for only $45. Click on the link in the description below or visit honehealth.com/busgreasemonkey. I'm gonna ride down the hill in the truck being towed. We're not doing it on the roads. We just want to see how this is all operating in here. And I had to put my seatbelt on, but because there's a power disconnect, that means there's no airbags or anything in here. So better pray the truck doesn't come unhooked on down the hill.
Tell me you don't want to be able to jump free of it down the hill?
No. I figured I'd rather, although the airbags aren't going to work.
Nope, they're dead. He's getting air up in the bus. He was just afraid because it stalled at 65. I was like, it does. That's where your other tanks open up. And that's when it started airing up his tags. But it's climbing above that now.
I didn't lose all his air. We guys tested the brakes a lot and stuff?
We did a few brake tests on it. I wanted to see how it worked progressively on some stabs and some short hits.
Fun thing I've ever done. I feel like I'm tailgating. Definitely not like to ride down the road in this thing. In the tow, which is illegal, I'm 99% sure. Tony's getting ready to leave today and he's got a little issue that just popped up. His horn keeps going off all the time. It won't shut up. You get it fixed?
No.
Whenever the key's in the on position, it goes off or what?
Well, the wires broke off in the column and shorting.
Oh. Feeling a little horny over here, are we, Tony?
Yes, we are.
You've been waiting to say that for like half an hour.
Yeah.
I'm all horned up.
I'll let you go. Your screwdriver's working a lot better at this.
So what's going on inside the bus?
The wire for the horn switch stripped itself about 5 inches and then ripped in half and is arcing inside of the column.
So as you turn the wheel back and forth, it sparks and...
There's like 2 or 3 positions where it won't set the horn off, but the rest of it is just constant.
Yeah, it's making a circuit.
Well,
And making
can you hook it up to the turn signal instead so that when you're turning the wheel left, the turn signal comes on?
It's just warning people that you're changing lanes.
Yeah.
Or that I got a haunted
Or
bus.
swerving wildly down the road.
Yeah.
Stay away. This is like the 4th time that Tony tried to leave, and his bus has not cooperated. We're having more problems. Well, we've been having problems with the ddec on Tony's bus. There was a low coolant temperature sensor code that it kept throwing. It was shutting it down. We replaced the sensor. Everything seemed fine. He took it on a couple of test drives. One of them was like 50 miles, no problems whatsoever. He goes to leave. He gets a mile down the road. The engine shuts down. It says low coolant level. So we trying to diagnose it, figure out what's going on. Tony ends up pulling out this little circuit board that's in the coolant sensor level system, and he notices that there's a break in the circuit board. Juan was here. Juan soldered up the connection on the board, put it back together, and it hasn't happened since. It's been perfect. He actually has made it home now. He drove it all the way back to northern Indiana, and no issues. He is still having a problem with the ddec throwing some codes for injector response times long on every single injector. And according to the book and the literature that we have, that is a ground issue probably somewhere. And we cleaned and checked every ground on that engine that we could find. I let him go ahead and borrow one of our ddec readers, ddec 1 readers, so he could take it home. And he took it home with him so he could drive and monitor what was happening. That's the only codes that computer's throwing now. So it's very finicky on there, and we haven't been able to figure out why it's doing that. But we spent days and days and days trying to diagnose it and figure it out. And the ddec 1 system is a little bit trickier when it comes to stuff like that. And it's not like you can just get a new computer or something like that, or we're not really exactly sure where to go from there. So if somebody's real knowledgeable on ddec 1, they might be able to help them out. But that's the code that we're getting, injector response time long, and it's for every single injector. Just to give you a little update, if you guys remember Young's bus that was here, that beautiful LXI Wanderlodge, we put those brand new over $1,000 a piece Michelin tires on it, and he sends me this picture 1,000 miles down the road. He ends up with a wrench right through both duals, into both duals there. That was definitely a gut punch. The tire shop said the one is okay. The wrench is just barely into the tread of the tire, but the other tire had to be replaced. There's no roadside hazard or anything like that. I mean, that's just, you only got 1,000 miles out of that. It was slightly less than, he was in Texas, slightly less than 1,000 miles, I believe. Man, that was some bad luck. I feel so bad for him. But the good news is his bus is doing great. Handles so much better. He's very, very happy with it. It's not my wrench, by the way. I don't own that wrench.
See that white smoke rising up the holler through the trees, and from a mile away you can hear them play as they climb that hill with ease. At the top of that mountain there's a new life waiting for those who can make the run. If they can make it to the top, Scott will put them in the shop till their new life has begun. Mountain, where the buses come to run.